Right, as I was saying, so somebody asked me about Dashing Diva nail guards that I've got, and if they were any good, if anything would fall off, and also could you use them in polygel. So I was going to do this finger because it's not a good shape and it's crap, right? But then today I felt this. See that? That's lifting. Now the reason that's lifted is because two reasons. I was helping my daughter on Friday clean out her spare room with all her donations for her charity, and I caught it in something, can't remember, and then I caught it again at work. So today I touched something and it lifted, so I knew straight away that that's got to come off. You can't, if your nail is like that, get it off straight away. Do not keep it on, don't glue it on, don't do nothing, just take it off. If you need to go and see a nail tech, just put a plaster over it. Don't put glue on it, do not put anything on it, just put a plaster on it. Try and keep it dry and get to your nail tech as quick as possible, because if you don't, that could cause a lot of damage to your nail plate. You can get greenies under there, so that puppy's coming off. So I'm going to do a video about Dashing Diva nail guards with, because they asked me, oh dear, I'll tidy that drawer up in a sec, with polygel. They asked me about Dashing Diva and whether you could put polygel on it. So I'm going to do a set of these two nails with Dashing Diva guards and polygel and see how long it lasts. Right, back in a mo. And just in case you're ever wondering how you take off your gems without them going ping, or it doesn't matter whether they go ping, just that take off your gems, you just get a pair of nippers, nip nip, you get underneath and you crack. What you're doing is you're breaking the seal of top coat, see, loose, and then you just take it off. And then what you can do is you can soak that gem, if it's got some top coat on it, doesn't matter, you can soak that gem in a bit of acetone and use it again for yourself. But this is how I take my gems off. I just try and get underneath the gem a bit with the tip. I'm not too worried about the little bits. Those little bits, I'm not worried about them. Look, see? Just take it off. And that's how I take off my gems. And what I do is, I just put them all in a pot. These are all my Swarovski gems, and they just all go in a pot here. I shall, at some point, these aren't being cleaned yet, but I shall at some point clean those, put them in a bit of acetone, pure acetone, and clean them off. Right, so now I'm filing my nail tips off. I've cut them, as you can see, and now what I'm doing is I'm filing them down to the clear base layer that you put down when you're putting down an acrylic, because I only know acrylic. When you're putting down a nail, always put a thin layer of clear acrylic, even if you're putting down a nail bed colour, because you can always file back to that. You'll see later in the video, you can file back to that without touching your own and damaging your own nail plate. You can see where you've got to stop filing with your e-file. I thought I'd leave my filing in just so you can see how I do it. Is this my, oh no, this is my middle finger now. You can see how much colour I've actually got on there. I did cut quite a bit of this out because I recorded the whole thing, but I did cut a lot out. And there is a part, I don't know if I've left it in, where as I filed, because my nail had lifted, it pinged off most of the colour. But because you can see it's such vibrant colours, this is why you always put a clear base layer down, because that stuff will stain your nail plate, and you don't want that to stain your nail plate anyway. And plus you don't want to have to file down to your plate to try and get that colour off. You'll damage your finger and your plate, and yeah, there's a lot of like bad things. So I thought I would do this video because one, I hated my index finger, two, my middle finger had lifted. So I thought I'd just do a design, see how it goes. Well, this is them done, and so you can see where the colour is, where that's cracked off, that's where it lifted all that far. It cracked, it just pinged off while I was filing it. So I'm just showing you what they look like. You can see the clear coat at the tips. And this is my 2 little feet, soldier legs, covered in I've got some lint-free wipe with some acetone, wrapped it in some foil, gave it like 10 minutes, wiped it off, and then you get your cuticle pusher and you scrape it. And this is how proper acrylic comes off. None of that soaking for the rest of your life that you get in like places. It crumbles. It doesn't gloop and go gloopy. It crumbles off. That is proper. That is a proper monomer and acetone system. So if you can't get what you do is you wipe it off. You take off your lint-free wipe, scrape off what you can, file off a bit, and then you add a little bit more liquid. Put the cover back on, and then leave it again for however long you feel you need to leave it. And there it is. They're off. And I think, do you know what? My nails don't look too bad considering. Yeah, I'm not doing too badly. I used to think that I'd done quite badly, but they don't look too bad. My videoing, my recording on the other hand is pants, but my nails don't look too bad. Don't look too bad at all. How's everyone doing? I hope this video is good enough. Right, now, so let me just explain something. I usually wear acrylic nails, so I'm not very good at applying polygel. So this is a real... I mean, if you want to know how to put on polygel, please go and watch someone else. But somebody had asked me the question about nail guards, and also somebody said about polygel. So I thought I will try polygel on nail guards and see how it goes. Now, I work for B&Q's, and if you're in America, that is Home Depot. And I will move bags of cement, packets of tiles, 10 litres of paint and everything. I do the lot, move boarding and everything with my nails on. So this is going to be a real good test to see how these last. 1 with the nail guards and 2 with the polygels. So this is me measuring up my nail guard. So you just measure it up to your finger. You put it in the middle of your finger and then you just push it down. You've got a sticky tab one side that you peel off, and then you've got the top bit on the other side that you can move about. You can stretch it and pull it, but what I do is I was using my finger and I was trying to really get it in the edges of my nail, basically. I did notice that as I went along, it started to sort of lift a little, and I don't know, I'm not sure. To be honest, I've got to get better at applying things, yeah, and putting things down. You can file the end, but I cut it in the end because I was getting annoyed with it. It was annoying me. So I just cut the end off and then I filed what was left. I've done that to both fingers. I might show you what it looks like on my finger. I don't know. So it's really funny. They just look odd. The new design I've put on there. I mean, because I've got my pride nails on my other fingers still. It looks really odd because I've got 3 pied nails and 2 like clear nails, but that's what it looks like on. Oh, I left this piece. I didn't realise I'd left this piece. So if you've got 2 bits of Dashing Divas and they're too small, you can put 2 on one finger. I've seen someone do it. That's why I'm saying you can do it. I've seen someone do it. Put 2 on one finger, because if you don't have one that fits, you could always make a good one out of 2. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, this is, again, I just cut it, made sure it's in shape. I know that my index finger's a funny shape, but I didn't realise this until Kirsty Meakin had pointed it out, that when you wear false nails, your hypernychium, which is your skin between your nail plate and your finger underneath there, grows out. So I've noticed that when I take off my nails, my skin, or my hypernychium underneath my finger is really far, and it makes my finger look a funny shape. You can see from my other hand that my hypernychium, or the skin under my finger, is not as deep as the ones on my left hand. What I might do is a bit of a comparison one day when I take them off, so you can see what they look like. I need to really do my right hand, but you know what? I never do anything to my right hand, ever. I don't do anything with my right hand. I don't file it. I might
occasionally file it, but I don't really do much to it. So now I'm getting my Glitter Bells brush and I've just put down a piece of clear. What I was going to do was put, like you would do with the acrylic, yeah? So I put a thin clear base because I didn't know whether you had to file the wings. Because I put a tip on, I'd glue tips on, I weren't sure whether you had to file the wings. You can build a nail on these as well. I mean, they're just a guard for your nail tip, your nail plate. So if you want to put hard gel, acrylic, polygel, you can. Any type of stuff, even nail polish. You could put nail polish over that or just gel over that. If you just wanted to protect your own nails, you can use it, it's fine. It's just a piece of plastic that's just protecting your actual nail plate. So I've put on the base coat and I've baked it for a minute. I baked it for a minute under the Mylar because I'm not sure how long it would be on the model ones, but I baked it for a minute anyway. So then what I did was I put a base coat on just to give it a bit of something or other. And then I thought, I'll get these colours out that I got from Yogi, right? I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll get them colours out. They look pretty, pretty, pretty. And I've never used them on me ever before. And then I thought, as I went to paint, I was like, nope. So I put my brush down, full of paint, I must add, or gel, I must add. And then I've got a bit of blooming gel from Neo Nails. And I put that on my finger, and then I just done swooshes. I just dipped it in each colour. I cleaned it in between each dip. Dipped it into each colour, and I just done swooshes, really. I didn't think of whatever I was going to do, I just did it. Right, so on my first finger, it's got like a couple of blue dots. It's got pink, yellow, purple, orange. Yeah, and then as I thought, I don't know if I like them colours. But it was only just, it's just a trial. It's not like, you know, to be like, oh, look at me, my pretty nails. It's just a trial. I'll tell you what I will say though. A blue set I had on a few weeks ago, a male customer, he goes, I absolutely love your nails. I was like, thank you. And then I showed him my hand and he like, pulled a face like, why? And I'm like, function, darling, function. And then I had a gentleman tell me that my pride nails were really like, I didn't know what to call them, but yeah, they're pride nails, right? My daughter said they're pride nails. I was like, should have done that for the name in the video, but I didn't know what I called it. Anyway, so yeah, and I had another customer. He said, now you do get a lot of women that will notice your nails, and they'll always be like, oh, your nails are so nice. And I'm thinking, oh, but they're not really, love. They're shite. But for a male customer, a couple of male customers to actually notice my nails is a pretty like, what? Anyway, so let's get back to the video at hand. So 2-2s, I'm out of shot again. Out of shot again. So trust me, I am putting colours down. So this one I'm using, on my middle finger, I use just white and pink, and I just put the blooming gel down, and I just swish the colours through. They sort of look like weird thunderbolts maybe, as I'm looking at them. Don't know. I'm like, okay. Yeah, you can't see them. I just, oh, for fuck's sake. Right, so once I've, look, there you go. So once I've done that, I'll put on a base coat, bake them in the light. Again, with these colours, I'll bake them for a minute because I don't know the times for that Yogi paint. So I will bake it for a minute under my light. It's got a sticky layer, like with the polygel, it has a tacky layer. So every time you baked it, just wipe it. So with this, what I did was I just put down a base coat, and then I got some glitter. I don't know where I got this glitter from. I have no name for it or anything. I've had it for absolute donkeys. Absolute donkeys. I thought, okay, I'll use that glitter because I quite like it, because you can't see it and then it suddenly just shimmers like green in a reflection. It's quite nice. I like that sort of glitter. And then I thought, then I've got little tiny bits. I don't like wasting glitter, you know. I open up a tub of glitter, and if it goes everywhere, I'm like, yeah, I'll pick it up off the side first before I use it on my pot. So yeah, I'm just picking up bits of glitter, just sticking it on my nails, and then I thought I need something else on there. What else do I need on there? So I got, I think, Ice and Fire from Nail Sugar. Yeah, Nail Sugar. And I just put that in too, just to get a bit of extra va-va-voom. Who remembers that? Who remembers with a little bit of va-va-voom? What advert was that? I think that was for the Golf. I think that was a Volkswagen advert for the Golf. That's showing my age because that was a long, long time ago. I think that was before. That might have even been when my eldest daughter was a baby, so that's like over 30 years ago. Anyway, so sorry I'm deviating. So I'm sticking just the fire and ice like glitter on. Look, see? Done. Don't look too bad. So now you get another bit of polygel. So do you know what? I shaped my index finger really well. I'm like, okay. So what I did was, I thought I will record my middle finger, like the application, because I feel embarrassed about the mistakes I made. When I do a video, if I make a mistake, I feel so embarrassed, like, I've got to get out of that idea of people are so judgmental, because people are judgmental, it's just human nature, right? And I think it's probably because I try not to be so judgmental on other people, because I used to be very judgmental about people, and it's not right really. No, it's not even about, it's just, you know, oh, you're not doing that properly, oh, you're not meant to do it that way, do you know what I mean? That sort of judgmental. And I just think, and I think, no, come on Mish, just put it on, be honest. So what I did was I put a bead up at my cuticle and I just tried to pull it down to make an apex. I did have too much gel on this finger, as you can see, but I did dip my brush a lot in the rubbing alcohol. So I dipped it, wiped it, and then I patted, dipped it, wiped it and patted, sort of like you would do with acrylic, yeah? And then you just make sure that you're in the good shape that you want to be, because to be honest with you, gel's so easy. Like, as long as you've got your shaping, you haven't really got a lot of filing to do. Do you know what I mean? I do show you the mistake I made on my index finger. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, I mean, I shaped it perfectly and I don't know what happened to it, but it's like half a ton of it, just look. It just was like, what happened there, boy? Look at it. But yeah, so now I just shape them, file them, make sure I'm happy with them. I forgot to buff them. I'm always saying shape, file and buff. I forgot to buff. Oh dear. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They turned out all right. It's just like an experiment, this is. These are experimental nails. So now I'm going to put a top coat on. I will keep a sort of mental note of these. And I will let you know how long they last. Anything like that, any lifting or anything, I'll record it so that it'll all be together on a video. But this is them finished, top coated and everything. I hope you like the video. Oh yeah, thought I'd nearly done them. So if you're doing a glass nail, which these are, when you do, you should put a tiny little bit of gloss or a top coat on the underneath, only because it makes it look a bit more shinier through the nail. So, you know. Right, this is them finished. Let me know what you think. I shall see you in my next video. Take it easy. Hope your questions have been answered. Ta-da. Bye.